For Heat fans, today is day one of sheer bliss. For other fans, today is day one, perhaps, of a reign of terror that they will fear for some time. Of course, today, for 2/3 of the Big Three, was day one of learning.
It's way too early. I think you know the individual of the players. You go against them. I've gone against them my whole career, and now to be on the same court, you kind of know, but we're still going to learn each other and continue to get better.
Well, one thing with this team, we're going to be a team that's going to be able to pick up things very fast. So coach is not going to have to spend a lot of time on teaching too much, because we got guys that's willing to learn, that want to learn, and when they don't know the things, they step in and they ask. But most importantly, this is going to be a very competitive team against each other in practice, and then we're going to take it out on the floor even more. So that's one thing that sometimes you miss and you lose. You get guys who's very competitive in practice, and they might not be in the games, but we're going to have both here.
And guys, for team president Pat Riley to coach Eric Spoelstra on down, it's something that they're calling the process. And again, today, day one of the process. I know you were both struck by the intensity of that very first practice. John, what'd you take away from it?
Well, that's exactly that. It started yesterday with LeBron James in the press conferences that he was serious and focused. And I saw it today from the whole group. 2 hours practice today, no offense, all defense. A 4-on-4 drill where Wade, Bosh, and LeBron were all on different teams. LeBron James' teams wins. They play to see how many stops you can get. You get to a certain number, and your team wins. LeBron's teams did it. They were focused. They were into it. And again, no offense. This team believes that defense is going to win them a championship, and they have the potential to be the best defensive team in the league.
And then talking to Coach Spoelstra after practice, he talked to me about this training camp, building the chemistry of the role players, but also an emphasis on defense. You already know what you're going to get from LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and even Chris Bosh, who averaged 20 and 10 last year. But what are you going to get from the other 12 guys, in particular the center position, when Bosh sometimes has to play power forward? Are you going to get the minutes to Jonas Ilgauskas or Jamal McGlory? What's going to happen at point guard? Will it be Chalmers? Will it be Eddie House? So they have the opportunity to iron out those kinks, and they were going hard today in practice.
And to your point, Jalen, there really are very few questions about the Big Three, other than perhaps how they will mesh their talents together, particularly late in ball games. But there is also the question of how these other 12, 13 guys will contribute. So for day one, what does it mean that they can be out there watching Dwayne Wade and LeBron James going head-to-head as intensely as they were?
Well, in practice, you identify tendencies, and you take after your leader. So when these guys are up and competing on every play, you have to follow suit, especially as a young player, and also with Pat Riley sitting on the sideline. Or guess what? You're not going to play. And that's a standard that they're leading up to, a standard of excellence, playing championship basketball and masking weaknesses. Every team has them, but you got to play to your strength and get these guys to the final couple of minutes, because normally they bring it home for you.
Yeah, I think everybody feels that the pressure's on LeBron and Dwayne and Chris Bosh, but it's on the other guys. And today was the biggest day. They have to prove to these guys, hey, I'm going to be here with you. I can play. You got to have confidence in me. Hey, if I'm a shooter, that you can kick it to me, I'm going to make that shot. If I'm a big man, you can post it up to me. I'll hit you back. I'll set good screens. So the pressure's on all the complementary players to show these three that, hey, I'm going to be there in the end, and you want me in your foxhole.
And there's a rush, perhaps, to get them to the finals, maybe even get those first rings on their fingers. But that is 10 months away. It's the decisions that are being made now that will, in fact, get them there or not. What did you think, then, of the decision to come here, to sequester themselves, Jalen, and really take a final step back?
Pat Riley and the Miami Heat organization has been one that obviously honors the naval forces before a game. So it's only right and falls in line with what he's doing. Now, for the players, it's about playing within your skill set. You're on this campus, you're on this base, you're sequestered from everything, okay? There's no import in here. There's no girlfriends, there's no wives, there's no entourages. It's all team, all basketball, focus on the task at hand. You have no choice.
No, I love it. I mean, I think coming here, you develop some camaraderie, you get together, you take everybody out of the – I mean, this is as quiet as it's going to be, despite the fact that there seemed like about 200 cameras at the first practice. But this is as quiet as it's going to be for the next 5 days. Get here, get to know each other. This is the system. This is how we're going to play. And I think it's great to get away. And also the great people here at the Air Force Base. This is tremendous what Pat Riley does year after year.
Indeed. In talking to people afterwards, when that first practice did wrap, and the crush of media around these people for all the efforts to sequester, a lot of people said this is more than you'll see in an NBA Finals. Whether or not the Heat will in fact see that some 9 and 10 months away, well, remains to be seen.